Imagine feeling completely alone, even in a crowd of friends. This is just loneliness, it's a quiet threat to our social connections. Have you ever brushed aside that nagging feeling that something's off in your relationships? Most of us do. But what if I told you that emotional detachment might be sneaking into your life, affecting your growth in ways you don't even notice? Think about it, you're dedicated to self-improvement, yet you could be unintentionally undermining your social ties. Each time you prioritize personal goals over emotional connections, you might be inviting deeper isolation. It's subtle, isn't it? Picture this, you're scrolling through social media watching friends celebrate their wins, and suddenly you feel nothing. No joy, no excitement, just a vague ache you can't quite place. This emotional numbness could signal that you are more detached than you realize. So why does this happen? It often stems from the pressure we place on ourselves to succeed. We hear a lot about self-care and independence, but in chasing those ideals, we might overlook the very connections that nourish us. Let me share a story. Meet Sarah, a high achiever who dedicated herself to work and fitness, neglecting her friendships. Initially, it felt liberating. She was climbing the corporate ladder and sculpting her ideal physique. But soon the phone stopped ringing, invitations faded away, and the silence became overwhelming. You might think, that won't happen to me. But consider this, the more you detach, the more you miss out on the laughter, tears, and shared moments that make life vibrant. It's a slippery slope. Emotional detachment doesn't just affect your happiness, it can lead to anxiety and depression. You might start questioning your worth. Are you truly thriving, or just going through the motions? The stakes are higher than you think, and the consequences could turn your world upside down. So what can you do? Start by recognizing those signals. Acknowledge when you feel that disconnect. Reach out to someone. It doesn't have to be a deep conversation. Even a simple message can reignite a spark. Reflect on this. What if the key to your self-improvement lies not in isolation, but in connection? By embracing vulnerability, you open the door to deeper relationships and a more fulfilling life. Before you go, take a moment to consider how often you prioritize connections over solitary pursuits. The truth is, you don't have to choose. You can grow while nurturing the bonds that matter most. Remember, real success isn't just about personal achievements, it's about the people who walk alongside you. Have you ever felt completely alone, even in a crowded room? This feeling of isolation, masked by social interactions, is more common than you might think. Many people embark on a self-improvement journey, striving to become their best selves. But what if that path comes with hidden risks? What if, in your quest for personal excellence, you're inadvertently building walls that keep you from forming emotional connections? Imagine scrolling through social media, surrounded by friends yet feeling deeply disconnected. It's as if everyone else is living vibrant lives while you're stuck in shades of gray. This emotional distance can sneak up on you, often disguised by the allure of self-improvement. This raises an important question. Are you sacrificing genuine connections for the sake of self-growth? You might be ticking off goals and boosting your productivity, but at what cost? Each achievement could be pushing you further away from the support you truly need. Picture this, you've just landed a promotion, but your best friend hasn't heard from you in weeks. You convince yourself you're too busy and focused. But in reality, you're building a fortress, a barrier that isolates you from love, support, and understanding. These moments of disconnection can lead to profound loneliness, a hidden risk that often goes unnoticed. Soon, fleeting joys are overshadowed by a longing for connection. You might start to question whether this pursuit of self-improvement is worth the sacrifices you're making. As you navigate this complex landscape, the more you distance yourself, you might not even realize it until you find yourself on the outside, looking in at relationships that once felt solid. That realization can be quite sobering, can't it? So, what can you do to bridge this gap? It starts with awareness. Recognize that emotional detachment is a silent thief, stealing your joy, friendships, and shared experiences. Make a conscious effort to reach out, engage, and communicate. Think back to the last time you had a meaningful conversation. How did it feel? That simple act can reignite bonds you didn't even realize were fading. Small gestures can rebuild bridges that self-improvement may have unintentionally burned. As you reflect on this, consider your own life. Are you truly connecting with others, or just coexisting? The journey to bettering yourself doesn't have to come at the expense of your emotional ties. Remember, real growth thrives in community. The best version of you is surrounded by those who understand and support you. So take a moment today to reconnect. It could be the key not only to your happiness, but also to a deeper, more fulfilling journey ahead. Have you ever felt a strange emptiness while surrounded by a crowd? If so, you're not alone. Many of us rush through life checking off self-improvement goals, but we often overlook something crucial. The connections we rely on for support might be quietly slipping away. The risks of emotional detachment in our quest for self-improvement are more serious than you might think. Imagine this: you're at a gathering with friends, yet you feel completely isolated, as if there's an invisible barrier between you and everyone else. You might think, I'm just focused on myself, but that focus can come at a significant cost. Emotional detachment can creep in when we become overly invested in our personal growth, leading us to prioritize our goals over the relationships that once brought us joy. It's subtle and often unnoticeable, yet it happens every day. Picture this scenario: you've been working hard on your career, pushing yourself to the limit, and you stop reaching out to the friends who used to inspire you. Eventually, you realize those friends have drifted away. Was it worth it? Now, consider another angle. You scroll through social media, watching Ivrion's highlight reels, and feel increasingly disconnected. Instead of reaching out, you retreat further into your own world. This cycle of emotional detachment isn't just harmful, it's a silent epidemic. In our pursuit of personal growth, we often forget the very connections that lift us up. Relationships can take a backseat, buried under layers of ambition or of self-obsession. The more we isolate ourselves, the more we lose touch with religion, with each